Front and rear locker is now on. I'm in 4 low.
Reverse, there's just no getting unstuck. You messed up.
Not enough speed.
Did you think that this is what you were going to be doing when you visited?
I'm really happy.
Today on TFL Off-Road, we are taking a super built out brand new Tundra through our off-road course, and we've got my buddy JP here who is piloting this rig, and this is pretty cool because we get to have a lot of off-roaders here on our course, but not tons of Tundras, especially the new generation.
Yeah, they're hard to get, and I was lucky to get one early, so I'm really happy about this build.
Yeah, so now, because we've tested a lot of factory Tundras, now we get to see what a really built-up one can do on our course.
Yeah.
One of the things about this rig is that it is pretty heavy. Have you had it over a scale?
Not yet. I should, but
definitely not light, which makes this a little bit more challenging, but it seems like the general grabbers,
they're working.
Yeah, no real problem.
No. And we balanced it, you know, we tried to put the weight in the right places.
Yeah, because it's steel bumpers, obviously, rooftop tent, everything. I mean, there's a decent amount of gear. So JP, let's walk around this build and show a little bit of what makes this unique, because factory Tundras we've tested a lot, but this is something special. So actually, when did you get this?
I got it in April 2022. It's an SR5 TRD off-road. So I got like base, but I have the locker and the multi-terrain Senec and everything. And in Canada, we're lucky because we get the steering wheel, the TRD, and a shifter and steering wheel. So I have that. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
You've addressed something that's one of our big complaints with a factory Tundra, which is not having tow hooks, but also too the clearance, because the factory bumpers hang so low.
Oh yeah.
I've also got a winch here. What is the winch that you're running?
I got a 12K Trail FX with a Factor 55 Ultra hook right there.
Nice, and I see too your parking sensors here are integrated
still working?
in.
Yep.
Bunch of lights mounted up. We absolutely love ambers. You've also got ambers on the sides of the bumpers as well.
You've got airline coming from the back, so when we are up,
yeah, super easy to get to.
Yep. Trails back home are really, really narrow, and there's a lot of trees. Most of the time I need to ride like this.
Right.
I hit some trees over here, so these push trees away.
Yeah, and I can tell too that you do have a lot of trees, because looking at your fender flares.
I got pinstriping, and I got PPF all over here, and it's all scratched, so I'm lucky. And I got a little gift from Colorado.
Yeah, it looks
right
like
here,
tree branch met your door right here. Elka suspension, and I see you've got Total Chaos upper control arms.
Oh yeah.
Up there you've got what looks like an awning.
Yeah, I got Alley Cab rooftop tent. I got the 370 awning and the shower tube on the other side.
Pretty sturdy looking rock slider that doubles as a step as well.
Yeah, Freeland Industries Co. is the one who did all my metal. This has a big gas tank, so we have the huge gas tank skill plates. So now we're coming up on David's Folly, and this is a good test of maneuverability, which I think is probably a question that a lot of people have getting into a truck like this. Because, I mean, you used to have a 4Runner. This is obviously a good bit bigger. Yeah, and you have to deal with that in some ways, because I mean, you can't have everything.
Yeah.
So you need more room. Well, you get a bigger truck. You need more maneuverability. You get a smaller truck. But I mean,
yeah, and you've got a family. You want to take them with you, because off-roading with the people that you care about is a lot more fun than off-roading alone. So it is a compromise, but a worthwhile one. And I'll poke my head out here to the right just to make sure that we're
on the slider, so we're good.
And yeah, it looks like we have enough room over here to make that.
Oh yeah, I did imaging pass. I can do anything now.
Yeah, you just came off of a shelf road in this, so our course by comparison is not nearly as stressful.
No, exactly.
And
passenger, back up and go, little passenger.
This is also a decent little V-notch here. But again, I mean, between the sliders, the skid plates, and the steel bumpers, your protection is pretty solid here.
Yeah, that's why you put them.
Yeah, so this is what we call slip and slide, which is just kind of a steep incline and also a decent test of breakover, which again is something that's important to know about when you're getting into a full-size truck like this. Because it's not a short vehicle.
No. And that's where the camera comes in handy in front.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this Garmin unit does a really good job of showing you what's out the front, which is something that we struggle with on a lot of modern vehicles because, I mean, they're very boxy, which looks good. You know, it looks very masculine, but it does make it sometimes hard to see.
Oh yeah. So I go down this way?
Yeah, so now we'll hook back left, and I mean, anytime when you get up it, you can easily get back down it, but it is kind of the easiest way to get in here. But you can tell that the sliders, all the protection that you've got here, it's doing its job.
Yeah.
We'll go left. So I see you're switching between the modes a little bit. Do you notice a pretty dramatic difference between some of the different off-road modes?
Yeah, definitely. It works so good. Quad control, like when you're scared going down,
yeah,
just use quad control.
It kind of handles everything.
Oh yeah, well it you know, it helps you if you're not sure. Just go ahead. You know, it brakes. It knows what to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, the multi-terrain select. Like I used one for the rock. I used one for the dirt. So yeah, I mean, it's like if you have good weapons, use them against your enemy.
Yeah, exactly. If you've got the features, they're there. You might as well use them.
Exactly. Sorry. So here.
Oh, yeah.
Swing outs are aluminum and bumpers steel.
Yeah. So it's not much of a process if you need to get into the back of the truck.
There you go. And surprise, another winch.
Yeah, and then that is one of the really cool things here. So you've got obviously the winch up front that we were looking at, but a wrench in the rear. Yeah. Very cool. So a deck system, which is a system that we've interacted with a good bit. I mean, these are cool because you can obviously store a lot of your gear underneath here.
All the tools are here. And on the other side, it's all camping, cooking stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got a Dometic fridge, it looks like.
Yeah, it's tilts down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
Next level. Got the compressor switch right there.
Right.
The two light switches that were added are front and back camera that we added that work with the Garmin Overlander. That's right there. And I got the Garmin InReach also. So when you're off the grid, can tell the girlfriend you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Send a message back home.
Exactly.
The trip's going well.
Yeah. I got another fridge which is like the cooler for like drinks and food on the road. And I got a seat delete that's on the other side, but everything's under here. But we have the kid seat, right? I used to have a 4Runner. I had the 2020 4Runner decked out pretty much as this, but with the second kid and everything, we needed more room. Yeah. And the cargo space is not negligible, and the engine, the power. That's the big plus. So now we're turning the corner into Nathan's Crack, the iconic obstacle. Driving up to it really doesn't look like anything, so especially on camera it doesn't look like anything. Right. But the biggest thing that happens here is a lot of trucks will drag their bumper. Mm-hmm. Some will also touch in the front, especially on the left. So yeah, we'll cruise through, but obviously you've got a lot more clearance. And in the rear, I mean, you touch a little bit, but that's what a steel bumper is for, right? Right. So it's not really a problem. Yeah. But yeah, you can tell right there the massive difference that front bumper makes, because we dragged the front bumper on a Trail Boss Silverado. Yeah. And yeah, the stock front bumpers on these Tundras, like way too low. Yeah, they hang pretty low, so that makes a big difference. Yeah, and you didn't feel it. Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay. Yeah.
It got really close. It didn't touch it all.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, which is
again, tall driver.
Big, a big improvement on the factory bumper design.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you guys try and stack rocks in there?
Those rocks were stacked already when we were here.
Jeez, look at how deep.
Yeah.
Look how deep this.
I get here, definitely we're stuck here for an hour.
Oh my god, yeah.
This was a Bronco Raptor on 37s, front and rear lockers. Didn't make it much past like right there. Hole. Yeah.
We're kind of right now in desperate need of doing some course maintenance, as you can see here. I mean, we've got some really deep pits in the mud. So at the moment, we've closed off this section of the course just because, yeah, if a Bronco Raptor full lockers on 37s didn't get more than halfway through this. There's not a whole lot on the market.
I got 32 hours to go home too.
Yeah, so we're gonna pass on this until basically we can get David in here to fix it up a little bit.
And then Tommy's demise, the only way to get there is on the other side of this. So
yeah. So basically, this is kind of the gatekeeper. So, as you can see here, our recovery Jeep is completely stuck with full lockers.
Front and rear locker is now on. I'm in 4 low.
Reverse, there's just no getting unstuck. So, what we're actually going to do is we're going to use the truck we're filming to recover the recovery rig.
Front and rear locker, not going anywhere.
You messed up.
Not enough speed.
JP is busting out the winch line. It's a good thing that we've got some pretty decent shackles here on the back bumper. That'll make it really easy to get at. Oh, looks like somebody lost a hitch cover. Who was it? Who was here in a Ford?
Bronco.
Oh,
The Bronco.
That was a Bronco. Can you reach down to that shackle?
Yes, I can.
So I came to Colorado to recover a Jeep with a Toyota.
Yeah. Came all this way so you could show the Jeeps how it's done. So this is one nice thing about a rig with some heft to it, is that it'll be good for yanking out somebody else. Should be pretty planted in place, I would figure.
Yeah.
I can barely see out of this Jeep now. I'm gonna go into reverse. I'm gonna crack my back window a little because that's the less muddy one. That way I can hear what they're saying. Off the brakes, and we'll just let them drag us back nice and slow till we get our tires dry. And then we should be able to back out of this ourselves. Man, you can barely see how deep and muddy it is back there, but it's freaking gnarly. And it's so deep that the bottom of the Jeep scratches the middle of the mud pit. That's how far down these tires drop. It's a lot deeper than it looks.
Sweet. Should probably be pretty good there.
You good?
Yeah, are you able to back up a little, take tension off it?
Okay. Hold up.
How's that make you feel, Alex?
You know, it's not my Jeep, so I don't care.
Yeah, you got some dirt on it. Roman's gonna be pissed.
A little bit. I got some dirt inside of it too.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's an off-road rig. That's what happens, right?
Check out my front fender.
Oh, wow. Look at that. What a beauty. We might.
Some of this Jeep is heavy already. We added some weight.
Yeah, we need to go by the car wash before we bring this back, or we might get grilled.
I'm so proud of this though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great from where I'm standing. Roman might not agree. Did you think that this is what you were going to be doing when you visited?
I'm really happy.
Nice. That's perfect. So, you know, it's funny. Sometimes people, they make fun of all the gear that Overlanders get, but I mean, that's a situation where you see how useful that gear can be.
Yeah. And it could be every day, you know, like somebody just ran off, like at Christmas Eve this winter. I was driving past, somebody just ran off because there was a blizzard. Got them out. The cops arrived. They were like, "Oh, towing is 5 hours out." I'm like, "I'll get him out."
Yeah, you were like, "Don't worry about it. We don't need to wait for that."
And there were kids in the car and they were crying. And I was like, I got this. Don't worry about it. You know. And the father was so happy. He was like, "It's Christmas Eve, man. Come on."
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes you just like.
It comes in handy.
Exactly.
They're not bad tools to have.
No.
I'm all about having tools at your disposal.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
If you don't need them, that's fine. But you know, whenever you need them, they're here.
It's just funny. That is definitely a first. we've never had to have our recovery rig be recovered by the person that we're here filming with. And a lot of times we use a side-by-side to go through stuff. But today we picked the Jeep, and yeah, it needed a hand. So it's a good thing this truck was here.
Yeah.
Otherwise we would have been hiking up to the carriage house to grab something to pull that out. Well, JP, thank you for bringing your rig out, and I have to reward you with that sticker because, well, not only did you come and run the course, as much of it as we have open right now, but you actually recovered our rig. So take that as our way of saying thank you for coming out. Absolutely. And again, really cool rig. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll catch you all in the next video.